And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello and thanks for joining us. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Karl Malone.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at the true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So with Cousins on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Morant. Dennis Rodman is out there with Havlicek. Then it's Moncrief, and it's Gilmore in at the center position. And for the Suns, they've got Pippen. Reed out there with Malone. Then there's Hardaway, and it's White in at the shooting guard position. And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Shot clock at 5. Hardaway kicks to White. Over Morant. And it's White missing. Morant against Pippen. Havlicek. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Havlicek's got his team on the board to start the game for the Mavs. To the paint. Here's Reed. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Count it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Moncrief. Back to Morant. Now Havlicek into the lane, and Havlicek throws it down.
Hey guys, Havlicek in a nutshell. Just constant motion, unparalleled stamina. This guy will wear you out.
White looking around. The floater, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the locker.
And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
John Havlicek. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Mavericks on D, trailing by 2. Malone sets the pick for Pippen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the rejection by Pippen. Here's Havlicek. Hits the three-point bomb. Havlicek's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The Suns trailing. Outside, White. Hardaway sets a screen for White. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hardaway. Got a piece of it. Here is Havlicek. He's got 7. Morant kicks to Moncrief. White against Moncrief. And now let's take a look at the teams leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. The Suns number 1.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts. Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
He hits the second from the line. The Mavericks leading. And here's Moncrief. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Drains the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Driving in, here's Havlicek. Great D that time from Hardaway. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Suns. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Rebounded by Hardaway.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Right side, White. White, a screen on Havlicek. Pippen. The Mavericks pull it in. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Now, here's Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Over Hardaway. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams changing it up here. Suns trail by 6. Granger outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good for mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger. And Danny Granger drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Beck. He had 19 points in the win against San Antonio. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 8 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Pass to Theus. Pippen kicks to Granger. Wants to get it to Reed and does. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Brown. 11 points in the game. Over Theus. And it's Reed pulling it down. Suns trail by 8. Over in the corner, White. Moncrief, El Cid with it. He's picked up by White. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Suns have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's Theus. He's covered by Brown. Pass to White. And here is Granger. Suns moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Can't hit from the low block. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We come back right after this. We welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
So with Williams on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Derek White, Reed out there with Turner. And it's Michael Redd, and it's Theus in at the point guard position. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Reed. And he banks in the layup. Reed's got his third basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Brown the pass to Moncrief. Here's Ingram. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
The first one falls.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a number one option, no doubt.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Dallas. Both free throws, good for Ingram.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Redd from the arc. And the three ball is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Brown the pass to Moncrief. Here's Peck. Offline with his three.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And the rejection by Cousins. Pass to Ingram. Here's Beck. Reed covering. Here's Cousins. And he makes good on the layup. Cousins has got his first basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
The ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 5 points. That's on the bucket coming from Redd, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83%?
on the season. Outstanding.
Maravich, he's checked in for Moncrief.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Red.
And Red is such an outstanding offensive player. A lefty shooter who can just take over games on his own.
Now, here is Maravich. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And it's White missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Beck. Rebound by Williams.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Beck. Hasn't made one yet. Ingram up top, guarded by Red, and that one's good. Ingram.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You have the camera on you. Two left feet there.
Checked in for Brown. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. The Suns #1.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Here is Red. He has 6. The three-pointer, no good. Cousins dishes to Maravich. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Cousins with a screen on White. Kept alive. Intense shot. The shot by Beck is no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And White kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Red. Beyond the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Red's got 9 points.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
Lobs it up there for Ingram. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And with an off-the-charts wingspan, Ingram's effective at using his length to finish at the rim.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce one of a kind.
And here's Morant following the three from Michael Redd. Maravich the pass to Cousins. It's Ingram on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Beck is no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And they pick up 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Maravich against White. Maravich dishes to Morant. Pass to Ingram. Now, here is Maravich. Down low. Here's Beck. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Morant against Hardaway. Driving in. Oh,
my goodness.
Man.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a stylish game.
Morant looking around. No good from Maravich. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Outside, White. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Hardaway. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Hardaway has got 4 points in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
And here is Hardaway following Pete Maravich's 3. Hardaway kicks to White. Hardaway against Morant. Red, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Red's got 16.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Maravich against White. Pass to Maravich. Cousins with the screen on White. And here's Maravich on the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Red with the ball. 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Maravich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
First free throw is good. Phoenix making some changes. Reedy's checked in for Miles Turner. Malone comes in for Buck Williams. And it's Granger in for Derek White. Maravich hits them both. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Moncrief against Hardaway. Pass to Red. And here's Malone. 1 second left. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, leading by a point. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Looking at Dallas, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Get Tyler ball, Hero ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Michael Redd. Wow.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. So with Cousins on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Morant is out there with Moncrief. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Dennis Rodman, and it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Hardaway, following the score by Dallas. Floats it up for Pippen. Moncrief, El Cid with it. Picked up by Malone. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And so here is Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Reed, a screen on Morant. And White kicks to Malone. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. That one misses. Some solid defense from Moncrief. Havlicek against Hardaway. Morant, right side. Basket counts. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Hardaway kicks to Pippen. Misses for 3. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Gilmore passes to Morant. Now here is Havlicek. No good from outside. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Hardaway. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Morant. It's deflected. White against Morant. White the pass to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Moncrief. Shoots over White. Moncrief's shot is off.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Step back shot. Rodman grabs the rebound.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
From about 16, tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
White the pass to Malone. It's stolen by Rodman. Moncrief, El Cid with it. He has 5. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. In front of you now is the list of teams that haven't missed many shots at all since the All-Star break. The Suns number 1. Second, the Mavericks.
And it's been a disciplined approach from both of these clubs offensively since the midseason. I mean, they're really getting good looks at the basket every possession, and you can see it's become a point of emphasis.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Brown comes in for Moncrief. Brown deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Pippen. Plays it in off the breakaway. Pippen's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Malone.
First team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Theus. He has yet to score. Pass to Reed.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Phoenix, Willis Reed, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks leading by 5. Now Morant. 6 points for him. Screen by Cousins. Again the miss by the Mavericks. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Theus the pass to Malone. White against Brown. Reed down low. Over Rodman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2, Willis Reed.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Suns, Granger comes in for Karl Malone. And Michael Redd is subbed in for White. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maravich is checked in. And both free throws good for Reed. And so Brown will bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Phoenix, get on your feet and give a warm welcome to your
Our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. And you look at Pippen, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
One word you always hear used to describe these guys is active. They don't leave it to just the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and do the dirty work themselves.
Brown, no good.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Inside, it's tipped, stolen by Rodman. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And here's a look at some numbers for Reed. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
Turner's checked in for the Suns. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And Phoenix has possession, trailing by 5. Here's Theus. Still yet to score. To the middle. Here's Redd. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Havlicek against Pippen. Rodman with a screen on Pippen. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Pippen against Havlicek. To the inside. He's looking for Cousins and finds him.
Nice contest by Turner. One of the top interior defenders in our league. As good a shot blocker as anyone.
2 minutes.
Here's Theus. He's covered by Brown. They get it back. Dallas leading by 3. 1:46 left in the third. Fires from the line. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Brown's got 13. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Turner, high post. And stolen by Cousins. And it's the Mavericks on the break. There's Brown with the 3. Here's Havlicek. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Pippen.
Clearly a foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
John Havlicek at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Havlicek.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Now here's Turner. Still scoreless. Turner with a screen on Rodman. Granger against Rodman. Misses from short range. Havlicek outside. Rodman up top. Back to Maravich. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Maravich has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. Here's Theus. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Turner. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Brown dishes to Maravich. For the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Here's Granger. Some solid defense by Rodman. Outside, Maravich. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks lead by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stuff. The offense will come. See if we can move it a little bit more against the Reds and then drive it, move it, catch it, shoot it.
Clearly he wants his guys, Greg, to work harder on offense.
And I love what Coach Budenholzer said. Just keep gutting through it and eventually something positive will happen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Williams on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Reed out there with Malone. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Theus in at the 1.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Shot's good by Gilmore.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now, here is Reed. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pippen against Morant. Pocket 6. Pass to Rodman. And stolen by Malone. Morant against Pippen. Down low, here's Reed. With the second effort, he lays it in. He's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Now here's Moncrief. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Attention, Suns fans. Here comes your Suns Fight Squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Outside Pippen. Pippen a screen. Drives to the hoop. A nice shot by Reed.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Morant. Inside. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Rodman's got 5 assists tonight.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Hardaway against Moncrief. Pass to Pippen. On the wing, Hardaway. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish. And Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Rodman outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He's committed only 1 turnover through halftime, but he has been far more careless with the ball in the second half.
Suns trail by 7. And here's Pippen. Shoots over Havlicek. And it's good off the back rim and in. Pippen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Rodman finds Morant. tipped. Now here's White. On the wing, Malone. Outside Hardaway. Off target with his 3. Dallas leading by 5. Moncrief the pass to Rodman. And it goes down 2 points.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside White. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Reed down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
The line for your Suns, Willis Reed. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Reed. Moncrief, El Cid with it. And it's Rodman, top of the key. Up top, Morant, guarded by Pippen. Pippen against Morant. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Mavericks leading by 5. Moncrief the pass to Rodman. Back to Moncrief. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Brown is checked in for the Mavericks. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Mavericks timeout call.
All right, fans, let me hear you get loud for your Suns. Break your dance crew.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good for Moncrief. Suns trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Pippen. Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
Second team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Scottie Pippen. Shooting 1.
Free throw good from Pippen.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Now here's Brown. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. White the pass to Malone. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Havlicek kicks to Brown. Over Hardaway. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 7. Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Havlicek. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Hardaway against Moncrief. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Malone misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Get ready, everyone, to see yourself on the screen and to show us your best move. Let's go!
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hodman sets a screen. White against Moncrief. He gets it in there. Moncrief's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Malone. Over Rodman. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Karl Malone.
A lethal shooter from mid-range. Malone loves taking those shots when the league gives him the space.
Now here is Moncrief. Down low, here's Gilmore. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Malone against Rodman. And the jam by Karl Malone.
He's just so good with the ball late in games. Malone gets it done.
Now Moncrief. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. They grab their own miss. Outside, Rodman, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Suns. 6-point game. Pass to Moncrief. 3-pointer. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Phoenix calls timeout. 36 seconds left in the game. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
.36 seconds left in the fourth. Hardaway finds Pippen. No good on the triple. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Havlicek throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Sidney Moncrief.